So in these videos, I'll be incorporating this new tool, which is ADA Stat. And for video purposes, I feel it's just way easier to read what's going on with the price of Cardano, the market cap, the amount of holders, and the transaction volume and activity. Hey, winners. Let's begin with the price of Cardano and welcome back to Stay Winning Podcast. Over the last 7 days, the price of Cardano was at 26 cents. Currently, it is 25 cents. So, not much movement in terms of price, but I still believe it is a great time to be dollar cost averaging into Cardano and accumulating as much as you can, as I believe it is still very, very early. But let's go ahead and move on to this new tool that I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, which I feel might be a little bit easier to understand what's going on with Cardano. So on adastat.net, we can see the ADA price is 25 cents and the market cap is 8.9 billion. So almost at 9 billion, winners. The circulating supply is a little over 35 billion and there's 22.7 billion of Cardano staked. So as I tweeted, that's somewhere between 60 and 70% of all Cardano that's currently staked. So that's really, really huge. And if you've been following for a while, you know that one of my favorite things about Cardano is that when you're staking, your ADA tokens are not locked. So I think that's pretty neat. Other blockchains don't offer that flexibility, but Cardano does. So currently the amount of holders almost at 2.6 million. Again, I still feel we're very early and we're very, very new. I believe less than 6% of the world population actually holds any type of crypto. So if you're just hearing about Cardano, please do your own research, but I still think we're personally really early and none of that is financial advice. There's almost 3,000 pools with stake and epic, which is every 5 days. If you're not aware, so in about 4 days' time, there'll be more rewards handed out to those wallets. Now, I think this AdaStat tool is really neat because it gives us these transactions from the past epics. So an epic is every 5 days in Cardano blockchain terms. And you can see that the transactions are actually taking a dip, but the amount of those transactions are actually way, way larger. So we can see that whales are accumulating. So if you're someone that makes their crypto trading decisions based on whale activity, then this is a great tool and great chart where you can use it in order to help you make that decision. But again, none of this is financial advice. This video is just for entertainment purposes. Please do your own research. So that's the info on AdaStat. So again, a pretty cool tool. I'll be incorporating that into my videos now. But we're here recapping the Cardano NFT market. So let's go ahead and take a look at the JPEG store, which is the number one marketplace for Cardano NFTs. If we look at the last 7 days, we have two new players on the block. One new player, but sort of two, and I'll explain that in a moment. So we can see that the total volume over the last 7 days is 5 million ADA. So it's up almost 47%. So trading activity is up on the JPEG store for the Cardano NFT market. So I think that's very, very cool. But let's move on to those projects that I want to mention and highlight. All right, so one of those is Toolheads, currently at number one. And the second one is the Vault, which is currently ranked number 5. Again, over the last 7 days, this is a Cardano NFT market recap. So if we look at Toolheads, this is what the art looks like. And it reminds me of some of the NFTs I've been seeing on Polygon. So check it out. I think we're moving away from animals. I'm seeing more NFTs on my Twitter timeline that are not some type of animal. For example, dorks. Dorks is trending right now. They're not animals, right? So Toolheads is an NFT collection from CNFT tools where you can earn tool and have fun, right? So here's what the art looks like, and the floor price currently is at 415. Total items are 6,600, and there's a little over 1,600 owners, and under 18% are listed. So this is actually a number that I use to decide if it's a project that I do want to go ahead and dip my Cardano into. But look at the art. I like this background. Those colors are like on brand. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's something different to Cardano. We haven't had this in a while. It's usually always some type of animal. So again, it's reminding me of Polygon, where I think their NFT profile pictures are a little more diverse. Oh, this one's pretty cool too. So I'm not aware of the traits yet. I just came across this, but I wanted to share with you some of these Toolheads NFTs. So the team behind it, though, has always been building on Cardano, right? And that is CNFT tool. So I'll show you that in a moment. But they are also the managers behind the second NFT project I'm going to mention, which is the Volt. So owning a Volt token gives you access to the Volt Discord group by CNFT Tools. So CNFT Tools is actually a great team. They've been building for a while. Whether Cardano is up or down, they're still providing services to a lot of NFT projects and much, much more, which I'll show you in a while. So there's 330 items. There's 247 owners. And the floor price on this is 4,500 ADA. This is what the NFT looks like. So it's just a vault, but it grants you access to the Discord group. So this is what will buy you a seat at the table, right? So this is one of the reasons why a lot of NFT projects have a higher floor price, is because their Discord groups becomes really, really exclusive. So if you want a seat at the table, you got to pay the fine. And the fine for this one is 4,500 Cardano. And again, this is what the art looks like. You can just pick your favorite color and it'll grant you access to that Discord group. So if we move on to their Twitter, you can see that they have 17,000 followers. And again, if you haven't found them, they're CNFT tools. You may want to check them out. And let me take you over to their website so you can see a little bit about what they do, especially for those that are new to the Cardano ecosystem. So this is what their website looks like. So they provide you information of upcoming projects. So if you're trying to save some ADA and you're like, hey, I'm trying to get in, but I want something new, then you can use CNFT tools as a tool for you to find out what's coming up next. So these are some of the mints that are coming up, which is Relics, Keyword Warriors, and Mangape. And let's see what I have: Mystery Chest, Eternals. So those are just some that are coming and minting currently. Previously, I used, or in previous videos, I used these right here, right? Which is our Monkeys Republic and Apprentices. So the difference between this one and CNFT tools is that the ones on here will be using the JPEG storage services for their minting process. So if you want to look out for those, they're coming on September 9th. So that's roughly around 6 days away at the time of this recording. All right, so let's go back to the website here. Again, it lists the projects that are trending similar to the JPEG store, the floor price, and the market cap on each one. But one of the reasons I've used CNFT tools in the past, so let's take a look at Derp Apes, for example, is if I want to buy a Derp Ape and I want to buy based on rank, right? I can search Derp Apes on here, which is a Cardano NFT project. I can search by rank. I can decide how I want them to show, right, when they filter out. But I only want to see the ones that are on sale, right? So if I want to go ahead and buy something that's higher rank, then I can go in and filter out the NFTs, right? So let's say I want to buy this one with the crown. It gives me all the details of where it's at, all the traits, right? So the history of it. I mean, CNFT Tools is a big player that goes hand in hand with the NFT projects in the Cardano blockchain. And then if I want to purchase it, I can click on it and it'll take me to the marketplace where I can buy in either Ethereum or Solana or a credit card, or of course, buy with ADA. So this Derp Ape here, that's a top rank one, is going for 738 US dollars, which is the equivalent of 2,899 ADA. So that's what the art looks like for Derp Apes. My first viral tweet on Twitter was when Derp Ape was my profile picture. So great project, great team. Just wanted to use it as an example, but that's what CNFT tools can provide. So if you're new to it, go ahead and check it out. I think it's really, really cool, especially for those that are new to the Cardano ecosystem. I know recently a lot of people from Ethereum and Polygon have been following me. So thank you for the support on Twitter that you've been showing me. Hopefully you find a lot of value in this if you're looking to get into some Cardano NFTs, just like I looked in to get into some Ethereum NFTs and Polygon NFTs. All right, but let's keep moving on to the Cardano NFT data. So the next tool is OpenCNFT.io. and hopefully it loads here in the next few seconds. If not, we'll come back to it. All right, so let's go to the Jungle store or jungle.io. So, wow, none of these are actually working. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to pause the video for a moment. Oh no, here we go. All right, so open CNFT.io. If we look at the statistics over the last 7 days on the Cardano NFTs, we can see here that the volume is 4.9 million ADA, which is up almost 45%. There's been over 16,000 trades of NFTs, which is up over 33%. And the NFT sold over the last 7 days, a little over 17,000, which is up 23%. The peak volume from my last video is almost double. It's currently 1.15 million Cardano, and that was on August 30th. So that's where most of the trading volume took place. Very, very cool. And you can see most of that activity comes from Toolhead NFTs and, of course, EarthNode, which is some of the bigger priced NFTs out there. So thankfully, this loaded for you guys so I can provide the data. Again, that's OpenCNFT.io if you want to go ahead and check it out for yourself, or take a look at what's going on my screen. So over the last 7 days on the Jungle.io, it shows again that EarthNode is the top selling NFT. So we're going to go ahead and mention here another Ape Society. So this is the Ape Society here, rank number 82. Wow, that art is pretty neat. So congratulations to the buyer and the seller. That happened earlier this week at 30,000 Cardano. But you have some jelly cubes here as well in the top sales. That's what that art looks like. And that's pretty different, honestly. So congratulations to the buyer and seller. That was at 22.2 Cardano. And another jelly cube makes a list of the top sales of the NFT market. And that is another really cool NFT. And that one was for 20,000 Cardano. So I apologize that the information here is not loading. However, it is similar information to what I've showed you on the previous tools. So winners, that's it for this week's recap video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found value in this, please hit like, please subscribe. I appreciate you all. We're almost monetized, so thank you for the love you've been showing me. See you next week. Stay winning.